So today we are going to make a crochet skull and bead cuff bracelet. I have a number 3 crochet thread and I'm using black. I have a D or a 3.125 millimeter crochet hook, and I have a piece of, I think it's like 26 gauge wire. Just grabbed it out of my scrap and I folded it in half, and I'm going to basically use this as a needle to go through these beads with this crochet thread. I have 10 6 millimeter beads, and then I have 9 of these skulls. Now, when I originally designed this bracelet, gosh, years ago, I had picked up a bag of skulls from Michael's. It was right after Halloween. They were on sale. I didn't know what I was going to do with them, but I came up with this bracelet. They have never had those skulls since then. So I got these on Etsy, and they're about an 8 millimeter. Now, when you select your skull, there's 2 important things. First of all, make sure that it's acrylic or some sort of plastic so it's light. The ones that are made of crystal or anything like that are just way too heavy for this bracelet. And the other thing is the back of the skull. Some of them have like this humongous back to the skull, and then they won't lay down properly. So if you just watch those 2 things, any skull that you like will do. I'm also going to use an embroidery needle just to weave in the ends, and we will need a pair of scissors. And that's all we need. So let's begin by placing a crochet thread onto this little needle that we made. I'm just going to go ahead and string on our beads and skulls. Now I'm going to do 1 bead, 1 skull, 1 bead, 1 skull, all the way across. I'm going to put my skulls on all exactly the same direction, but that's personal preference. You could do all skulls, you could do all beads and not make it a skull bracelet. I do apologize for my voice. I have allergies. So go ahead and just thread everything on here so that these will be ready when we need to incorporate them into our bracelet. Okay, I have on all of my skulls and beads. And now we're going to push these out of the way. We're not going to do anything with these right now. So let's begin by chaining 40. So go ahead and chain 40, and then we'll move on. So I have chained 40, and now let's single crochet in the second chain from hook, and then single crochet in each chain all the way across. Okay, I have single crocheted my way across, so we now have 39 single crochet. So let's chain 1 and turn. And now let's just go ahead and single crochet in each single crochet across. Okay, I have 2 rows of single crochet. Now let's chain 1 and turn. And we're going to double crochet in that very first single crochet. Then chain 1, skip 1 single crochet, double crochet in the next, and that's what we're going to do across. Chain 1, skip a single crochet, double crochet in the next. So do that all the way across. Okay, I have worked my way across, and we now have 19 chain 1 spaces. Now let's chain 1, double crochet in this very first double crochet, well, I don't know what I just did, but it wasn't right, whatever it was. Okay, now we're simply going to chain 1, double crochet in the next double crochet, all the way across. So get that done, and then we'll meet back here to move on to the next step. Okay, I have finished my second row. We still have 19 chain 1 spaces. To begin our next row, let's chain 1 and turn, and we're going to double crochet right in that very first double crochet. Now chain 1, and let's bring up our first bead, and we're going to act like that bead is not even there. Okay, so pretend it's not there, and just go ahead and double crochet just like you normally would. And when I get to this point, I'm going to pull it a little snug. It doesn't have to be crazy tight. These skulls are going to move around. They're not going to lay perfectly how you put them unless you want to go behind them and stitch them tight against the bracelet. I like the fact that they have movement, so I let mine move. Okay, now let's double crochet in that same double crochet. Now the purpose of that is when we come across with our next row, we're going to ignore this double crochet because the top of it is now over here on the bead, and that's not where we need it to be. So that's why we're making a second one. We're not trying to increase. Chain 1. Let's bring up this skull, and what it's doing is just not important right now, so just ignore it. Double crochet like you would if there was not a skull staring you in the face. A little bit of tightness. Finish up your double crochet and double crochet in the same space. Chain 1, and we just repeat that until we've used up all of our beads and all of our skulls. So I'll do one more bead, acting like that bead is not even there. And tighten it up a little and complete that double crochet in the same space. Chain 1. I'll do one more skull and then I'll leave you to finish your row. Where's it? Beads are making a annoying noise. Okay, so act like he isn't there, he or she. Go ahead and double crochet. Give it a little tightness. Oh, it's peeking up there at us. Complete that double crochet and double crochet in the same double crochet. So go ahead and repeat that all the way across. So here are my skulls and beads. Now I don't think I mentioned it, but when you get to the very end, just do that one double crochet. That's all we need. So now let's chain 1 and turn, and we're going to double crochet right into that very first double crochet, and we're just repeating this, only in reverse order. So chain 1. Now we're going to double crochet in the next double crochet, and it's not going to be a mystery which one you need to double crochet in, because only one is going to be obvious that it's a double crochet. So now we're not doing 2 double crochet here, we're just going to do 1 double crochet in that double crochet that's obviously not stretched behind our skulls or beads. And we're not doing 2 double crochets anywhere either. So chain 1, double crochet, chain 1, double crochet all the way across. And we'll come back. Okay, I have made my way across, and basically we just repeated this row. Now we're going to repeat this one. So we're going to chain 1 and turn. And we're going to double crochet right in that very first double crochet. Chain 1, double crochet in the next double crochet, chain 1, double crochet in the next double crochet, all the way across. Okay, I have finished that row. Now we're just going to do 2 rows of single crochet. In our first row, we're going to chain 1 and turn. We're going to single crochet in this very first double crochet, and then we're going to single crochet in the chain 1 space. Single crochet in the next double crochet, single crochet in the next chain 1 space, and we're going to do that all the way across. Okay, I have worked my single crochet across. Now we're just going to chain 1 and turn. We're going to single crochet in this very first single crochet, and then single crochet in each single crochet across. I have made my way all the way across. Now we're going to chain 1 and turn. And all we're going to do is single crochet all the way around the bracelet until we come back to the beginning again. Now you're going to have 39 single crochet on your edges or on your sides. On these edges, it just doesn't matter. You just want to make sure that you have the same on both sides. Now generally I do 1 single crochet in each of the sides of my single crochet row, and then 2 single crochet in the sides of each double crochet going down. So I generally have 14 single crochet. I don't put 2 in the corner or 3 in the corner. I just do 14 across, and it works out fine. However, you do it the way you want to. Just make sure that these 2 ends are the same amount of single crochet. Okay, I have single crocheted all the way around, and now I'm just going to slip stitch to join in this first single crochet. Now, if you like this look, you could stop here really. You could slip stitch or sew these ends together, or maybe put some buttons on for a closure and you could be done. But I like to have a little scalloped edge on mine, so if you want one, let's continue on. Let's chain 1, and we're going to single crochet right in that same stitch that we just slip stitch in. Now we're going to skip 1 single crochet and work 3 double crochet into our next single crochet. So now let's skip 1 single crochet in the next, skip 1 single crochet, 3 double crochet in the next, and just repeat that pattern all the way across to the end, and then we'll continue on. So now I have my little scalloped edge, and I have ended with 3 double crochet in that last single crochet. Now we're going to single crochet right in there with those 3 double crochets. Okay. Now take your piece and fold it in half, right sides in. And I'm going to slip stitch to this very first single crochet that we started with. And now we're just going to slip stitch our edge together. So go ahead and slip stitch these 14 stitches, or how many ever stitches you used. Slip stitch this side closed, and then we'll move on. Okay, I'm going to show you a little bit of slip stitching these two sides together in case there's somebody really new at crochet. I'm going through both loops at the top of each one of those single crochets, one single crochet from this end, one from this end, and I'm just slip stitching them together. So let's do this all the way across until our end is closed up. Okay, I have slip stitched my way across, and now what I'm going to do is flip my work back out, right sides facing. And now we're going to work along this edge in the same manner. So we are going to single crochet in that first stitch, skip 1, 3 double crochet in the next, skip 1, single crochet in the next, skip 1, 3 double crochet in the next, and we're going to follow that pattern all the way around the bracelet. Okay, I have worked my way around. I am back where I started. Now we ended with these 3 double crochet just like on the other side. Now let's single crochet in that exact same space. And then in this beginning single crochet that we started with, let's go ahead and slip stitch to join, and we're going to fasten off and then weave in all your ends. Okay, so here is our completed cuff bracelet, and a few things about it. I really like this big wide band that I get down here when I slip stitch mine together, but if you don't like that, you can certainly just sew it, or you could leave it open and just attach a couple of buttons and open and close it with the buttons. I love the way these skulls dance around and change directions. If you don't like that, you could, when you do the double crochet to put these on, you could pull that really tight and that'll hold it closer down. Or you can just place it where you want it, turn your bracelet inside out, and stitch these so they don't move. Now when I first designed this bracelet, I only had 5 skulls with beads in between, and then just nothing but beads all the way around, so you could do it that way. The skulls you can get in just loads of different colors, so you can personalize it with colors that you like. Now this is a wide cuff bracelet. If you would like yours more narrow, just take out a couple of rows of a single crochet and a row of these double crochet rows, and that will give you a more narrow bracelet. So I'll put this bracelet on, and worn like this is a wide cuff bracelet. You could make 2 of these, wear them like this, and have wristlets or wrist warmers, whatever you want to do. Well, I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. Thank you so much for watching.